Hello friends, myself R.D. Mahajan, Assistant Professor, MIT Aurangabad, presenting my video on complex number. Let us see the problem. Prove that 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta, that bracket raised to n, plus in another bracket 1 plus cos of theta minus I sin theta, again that bracket raised to n, is equals to 2 raised to n plus 1 cos of theta by 2 raised to n and cos of n theta by 2. Given two complex number, 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta as first complex number, and second 1 plus cos theta and minus I sin theta. Here real part is 1 plus cos theta. We consider that as, let 1 plus cos theta real part is x, and x is equals to r cos of theta. Therefore, I can write 1 plus cos theta as r cos of theta, but theta is already used. Therefore, another variable cos of alpha, suppose. And the imaginary part is sin theta, means y, and y is equals to, we have r sin alpha, and therefore it is r sin alpha. And therefore that 1 plus cos theta plus I sin theta, that raised to n, is equals to, yes, substituting the value of 1 plus cos theta as r cos alpha and sin theta as r sin alpha, here we get r cos alpha plus I times r sin alpha, and that raised to n, and therefore it is equals to, we can take r common, that raised to n means it becomes r raised to n. Remaining term is cos of alpha plus I sin alpha, bracket raised to n, and then applying De Moivre's theorem as it is in the form of cos theta plus I sin theta, bracket raised to n. We can find its expansion by De Moivre's theorem, and therefore it is r raised to n cos of n alpha plus I sin n alpha. We call this as equation 2. Equation 1. And then second result, one plus cos theta minus I sin theta raised to n is equals to, once again substituting the values as r cos alpha and r sin alpha, we get it as r cos alpha minus I times r sin alpha, that raised to n, is equals to, again I can take r common from these two, and therefore it becomes r raised to n cos alpha minus I sin alpha, that raised to n, expanding by De Moivre's theorem or applying De Moivre's theorem, we get here r raised to n cos of n alpha minus I times sin of n alpha. We call this as equation 2. Then we have to add equation 1 and 2. By adding equation 1 and 2 we get we get 1 plus cos theta plus I sin of theta raised to n plus 1 plus cos theta minus I sin theta that raised to n is equals to r raised to n we can take common from that too. Okay, cos n alpha plus cos n alpha we get 2 times cos of n alpha plus I sin n alpha cancel with minus I sin n alpha, and therefore we call this equation 3. Here we require to find out the values of r and alpha. For that, as it is in terms of sin and cos, we square and add these two results. Therefore, when we square it, it is r square cos square alpha plus r square sin square alpha is equals to square and adding that two we get 1 plus cos theta square plus sin square. R square we can take common. Cos square plus sin square is 1. For expansion is 1 plus 2 cos theta cos square theta by a plus b whole square, standard result, plus sin square theta as it is. This is equals to sin square plus cos square 1 plus this 1 we get 2 plus 2 cos theta. We can take 2 common from this 2. We get 1 plus cos theta, and as a required result in terms of half angle, we convert this 1 plus cos theta into half angle as 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. And therefore it becomes 2 to the 4 cos square theta by 2. And taking the value of r means taking square root, we get square root of this as 2 cos of theta by 2. And to find the value of alpha, we take the ratio of this by this. Therefore, r sin alpha divided by r cos alpha is equals to sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta. R get cancelled, sin by cos we get tan alpha is equals to, converting into half angle, sin theta, its conversion is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. And 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. it is equals to 2 get cancelled, 1 cos get cancelled, remaining is sin by cos. Sin by cos is tan of theta by 2, and therefore tan get cancelled, we get alpha is equals to theta by 2. Substituting these values of alpha and r in equation 3, it is equals to r raised to 2 as it is, r raised to n, r is 2 cos of theta by 2 that raised to n, cos of n alpha, alpha is theta by 2, and therefore it is equals to this is 2 raised to n plus this 2, we get 2 raised to n plus 1 cos of theta by 2 raised to n and cos of n theta by 2. Our required result 2 raised to n plus 1, yes, we get this, cos of theta by 2 raised to n and cos of n theta by 2. Hence, a result is proved. If you are watching my videos, please like and share it, as well as subscribe to my channel for new videos. Thank you very much.